In a world where the cowboy life is almost dead and gone, one man will keep it alive just a little longer before it rides off into the sunset. In a unique gaming experience that brings you the insanely accurate Old West experience you didn't know you wanted, including realistic horse balls? Yeehaw! Red Dead Redemption 2. Gallop back into Red Dead's spaghetti western world once more as you fill in the story of the previous game's bad guys by riding a mile in their stirrups and experiencing every inch of how much it would have sucked ass to live back then. In a narrative fraught with betrayal, terminal illness, terrible living conditions, and death. Not to mention the slow collapse of the dreams of the main characters into a waking nightmare that would get you pretty dang depressing if you couldn't just walk into a town and shoot everyone for giggles. Look, you know why we're all here, and it's to do dumb shit. Do you think this would have won Game of the Year if you couldn't make the horse dance? Prepare to experience the greatest video game that's kind of a pain in the ass to play, as Rockstar ratchets up the realism to levels previously unseen outside of games that look like maps. Taking everything about real life that most game designers remove to keep their games fun and snappy, and saying, screw it, we're simulating that too! As Arthur slowly lumbers around the world at a snail's pace, fumbling over everything. And a task as simple as hunting a deer becomes an hour-long process involving like 10 steps and multiple in-game days, including camping out and cooking a squirrel or something like your name is Ignis, which either makes for an insanely immersive experience unlike any other, or a boring slog to get to the next fight or cutscene. Pretty sure this thing is brilliant, so why does playing it feel like dying? Draw your piece with Red Dead's rootin' tootin' shootin' mechanics that keeps the traditional clunky over-the-shoulder targeting that Rockstar is known for, and the magical aimbot powers from the previous games. Then adds a couple new abilities, like the button you'll continuously press accidentally, which whips out your gun for no reason. Or the new stealth mechanics that will have you sneaking around cover to cover as you use knives and bows to silently dispatch your enemies, until you inevitably screw it up and have to go loud anyway. In gunfights that feel like they're in the game because they have to be more than anything else. Maybe next game they can just cut out the middleman entirely and make a graphic novel about having dysentery.
You just took yourself a regular shit shower, Mr. Granger.
Once you've gotten suicidal depression from the game's main story, rustle up a posse and head online for the multiplayer mode, where the sedate simulation of the game collides with the unlimited stupidity of other people on the internet, giving the game less of a Wild West vibe and more of a Westworld vibe, as most attempts to do anything like a mission are disrupted by roving bands of chuckle shooting everything that moves. It's for people who looked at GTA Online and were like, nope, way too much structure. So put on that 10-gallon hat, then get your hat shot off, and pick up a new hat for a game that you could unironically call a masterpiece, that you would also be perfectly justified in saying that it's boring as dirt. In a triumph of technology, design, and storytelling. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't look at that! Starring Doc Holliday.
The McCream rises to the top.
Mess with the wife, you get the knife.
Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Unemployed Turok. Cowboy Al Borland. Clint Westwood. Stinky Pete. Paul Horse. Winona Earp, more freaks, and falling like an idiot. Bad Lad Redemption 2. Is there anything more soothing than watching the scenery go by in cinematic mode? Why don't more games have something like this? Oh.
In the Force,